Have you ever wondered where all of our chairs, doors, and furniture have came from? Well, it starts right here, in the woodshop. Mr. K is the teacher of all 3 woodworking classes.
Woodworking 1, I've been teaching for 20 years. Woods 1 is the first course in a sequence of 3, so in order for students to take the second class, which they make the nightstand, and then the third class, which they run a small business for a quarter, I have to teach Woods 1 in order for them to take those other 2 classes.
There are many different ways you can make products in Mr. K's class, but I'd like to go through the process of making a basic Woodworking 1 project and the steps behind it. First off, students will get a piece of wood or slab of wood that suits their project. Then they will reshape and cut down the wood to fit the design of their finished product. First off, students create an idea of what they would want to make, and then they start designing it on the computers. After being done with the designing process, we'll download it onto the hard drive, and the students will give the hard drive to Mr. K. This is where Mr. K steps in to help with carving out the design of the project. Here's a closer look at the cuts that Mr. K makes. Here's a look at the machine that actually cuts the wood. This is a bigger version for bigger pieces.
My favorite thing about teaching Woods 1 is that I can apply math to the projects that we build, which then interests students in math. My least favorite part is when the quarter's over and they take all their projects home.
The next step for them is to spray paint their project. This is a separate room, but it's very spacious. A lot of people's projects you can find in this area.
I'm Luke Kramer. I joined this class because I like dealing with woodworking stuff, and I just liked working with hands-on stuff.
Students' next step to the project is adding epoxy over their projects. This is a long process, so it will take a bit. Epoxy resin is a liquid material that hardens into a solid plastic-like surface when mixed with hardener. Woodworkers use epoxy to fill cracks, create rubber tables, and preserve damaged wood. The final step to the project is applying paint to the project. This is usually the most fun part because you get to relax and you get to make your own artistic designs. Oh yeah, don't forget, if you get done with your project early, you can play games on the computers.
I think it's a really good class. I'm in Woods 3 right now, and you get to deal with anything you really want, build anything.
Currently right now, Some of the students are working on other projects because they aren't in higher classes. Here are some examples.
Corbin. And we're making our mirrors in Woods 1. We're just putting pieces of wood together, 2-inch strips, so we can cut out an image onto it. I'm doing Minnesota, and he's doing a Nissan.
Caden Bolstead. I enjoy woodworking. I like it. I like the freedom that we have. It's fun and you should take it.
In woodworking, you usually get to work with friends or a group on a project. It can make the experience more productive and enjoyable. Friends often communicate more comfortably with each other when we're doing the projects, which will help ideas flow more naturally, and it helps everyone share their opinions without feeling nervous when challenges come up. Teamwork with friends also helps divide responsibility fairly, making the project easier to manage and be on time, which is another reason why a woodworking class is fun.
The Woods 1 class is currently working on their mirror projects. They're 3/4 of the way done. Most of them are working on lacquering and final paint. Students can expect to learn how to apply math in a fun way. They can learn how to work on woodwork equipment safely, and they can learn how to possibly learn about a career.
When students finish Woodworking Class 1, they will go up to Woodworking 2 and Woodworking 3, which will be working on bigger projects like furniture and bigger projects.
It's definitely interesting, depending on the day. If people are crabby, like Ethan Hebel, some days gets a little rowdy, but it's fun otherwise. You get to build stuff, and yeah.
Some facts that the students might learn is plywood is stronger than regular wood in some ways because its layers are glued in alternating grain directions, helping prevent cracking and warping. Another cool fact is epoxy resin can glow in the dark when mixed with special pigments. Wood glue can be stronger than the wood itself. In many tests, the wood breaks before the glue joint does. Here's another good look of the finished products from Mr. K's woodworking class. And this is a collection of projects from his over 20 years of doing Woodworking 1. These are projects that students did, and they did whatever they wanted. It really opens up the possibilities for what you can make in Mr. K's woodworking class, and I just thought it was really cool.
Name's Simon Cedric Manalog.
What woodworking class are you in right now?
I'm in Woods 1.
How long have you been taking this class?
Jumped in this class 2 weeks, I think, into the second semester.
Do you plan to take this class again?
I'm thinking it's pretty fun, so yeah, I'm thinking I might take this class next year.
What is your favorite project so far?
We're currently doing it right now. It's a mirror project. I think it's the second to the last project you're gonna do in Woods 1. We make a board and the design in the computer, and we take that said design and carve it into the board, and we paint them and put a mirror on it. Yeah, it's pretty fun. You have pretty huge creative control on it, and yeah, looks good.
Next, I'd like to show you one of the most common machines in woodworking class, the circular saw blade. A circular saw blade can spin over 5,000 rotations per minute. Another fact is sawdust from cutting wood can actually be harmful to breathe in over time, which is why wood shops often use dust collection systems. Modern woodworking saws often include safety features like blade guards, reeving knives, and automatic brakes. But this is where you can still get injured, so be safe. Mr. K said that in his whole 20-plus year career as a teacher, the biggest injury he had witnessed was a student getting his hand cut, and he had to get multiple stitches, and it was from this machine. But don't worry, if you pay attention and follow instructions, it will be most likely that you will never get hurt, as it is very safe in his class. Mr. K's woodworking class is also very easy to join, especially because it's open to everyone to try, unlike a college class. The class goes for 2 quarters, and you ultimately get to make 3 to 4 projects in this time frame. Finally, the benefits of taking woodworking, or the benefits to the kids in the class, is that they get to learn hands-on skills, and they learn how to use the tools safely. They get to learn problem solving. Woodworking teaches you how to fix mistakes, plan ahead, and think through design step by step. It helps you learn patience and focus, and lets you have a lot of creativity. You can design your own projects, choose your own styles, and make something unique instead of just following instructions. And it is a very good career experience, especially if you have never tried it before. And you get really good teamwork and communication. Overall, you learn a lot of life skills in this class.
My least favorite part is when the quarter's over and they take all their projects home. Is that fire?
No, that's a lie.
But why?
I'm joking now.
You know what? Why don't you walk the tip top and get busted? Then I can have you for detention tonight.